Welcome to Host a Ghost without the ghost, or there could be. And this may take some time. Bit windy, got a bit of a storm. So, about my last video. Inside America's politics. Now, when I first watched this, I watched it because of the obvious reasons, and the same as everyone else that has pointed out about the flat earth and how it's always being mentioned and associated with conspiracy nutters. And well, who was the first to do it? Well, we know Mr. President Obama. We don't have time for the Flat Earth Society. Bush. I've heard it in the British Parliament being used. The Flat Earth. When I first came into looking and finding my own way to my own realization, and it's been a long journey, you know. I think it was 2014 when a lot of us was doing all the flat earth stuff and all the channels and all the live streams. It was just it was constant flat earth, flat earth, flat earth, flat earth, 24/7. Now, for me, I was new to doing videos, to speaking on camera. So you create, I suppose, I created a character, Rory McFizz. Now, a lot of you won't know why I came up with that name, but it was to do with golf. Rory McIlroy, to be precise. And I had a catchphrase, Boom Fizz. Anyway, that's all by the by. The point being, you build a character up. So I create, it's almost like an unconscious doing at the time. I wasn't really totally aware of what I was doing, but I was, because it wasn't being dishonest. It was about, I don't know, it's easier to have a character to handle, sort of thing, rather than connecting it to yourself. Some of you might understand what I'm trying to say. I will try not to speak in riddles. Riddle me this. Okay, so right into it. I had a nice channel. It was growing. And things moved very quickly. For me, it did, and I'm sure it did for many others, because there was so much going on. I, the same as a lot of people, got sucked into it. Now, although it was like a massive overdose of information and of new understanding, looking actually at physics and all of that come with it. And then you had the NASA as well, and all the fakery, and you know, this was all part. It was all connected. So we have this so-called community being built up. You had big channels that just become big. And a lot of us that have been around a while in the flat earth know that things were set up previous to the booming of the I won't say it went viral because it didn't. It didn't go viral at all. When you look at the whole and how many people that you can sort of estimate, it wasn't massive. But like everything else, you get truths mixed with lies, the disinformation. But at the time, you know, I was like up for it, and this was all exciting stuff, and wow, you know, new reality. And my reality has grown since tenfold. My understanding has changed, and all of that. But we'll come to that later. I'll try and stay on point, which is, as a lot of you may know from the past, I'm not very good at. So we now have this huge flat earth channels, these big channels. And I always remember when I first saw flat earth and other hot potatoes, alarm bells were ringing in my head. And I made a comment, and I said, I like what you're doing, but it seems so professional. I'm not sure if I can trust you. And you know, that's how it was. I said it as it was. And one moment, I'll just. Hello? So I did the comment, and she replied, well, all I can say is time will tell. And indeed, I said, yes. I said, okay. So I started following, and I didn't want to be rude and upset. And so I just went with the flow, because these were like characters, big characters. Mark Sargent. I will name just some people, and I'm not going to explain why I say or I feel that these people are gatekeepers, because you've either done your research, you've either been there, or you're fairly new to it, and it just seemed like someone's just moaning about these big channels, and it is not like that at all. There is so much that went on behind scenes, closed doors, secret meetings. So all of that was going on behind the scenes. Anyway, after a short time, alarm bells kept ringing about certain channels. Now, always say follow the money. Follow the money. And when you look right into, and I'll tell you who's done probably one of the best researchers on this was Rock Lover. That's my opinion. He's brought up so much information that was checkable and verifiable. This game of gatekeeping, and like I said, I'll name some of the channels, and I would say the top channels were Mark Sargent, Eric Dubay, Flat Earth and Other Hot Potatoes. David Weiss. Globebusters. There are more, possibly. But they're the main ones that people know of. Now, a lot of people have said, oh, Nathan Oakley's part of the gatekeeping. Nathan Oakley is just a puppet, a patsy. He's a clown, but a useful clown, because he's a wannabe presenter, and his connections to the BBC, and his brother-in-law or something like that's connected, OBE, whatever. So you've got all these characters. And you're watching and you're seeing what's going on. And behind the scenes, I was privately talking to Patricia and Sargent. I'm sure I have had conversations with Bob, possibly. I know not the Morgul. I've not really had any associations with the Morgul. I feel sorry for him. But again, I don't know the full details. But, it's sad. Do I think he's an honest person? No. No, I really don't. Jerenism. I really like Jeren. There's something really nice about him. But there was a lot of stuff going on that suggested to me there's something that wasn't right. It's easy to be fooled.